On April 8, 2025, Nigerian journalist David Hundeyin won a big court case in the United States. A judge in Washington, D.C. ordered the FBI and DEA to release important documents. These documents are connected to a drug case from the 90s. The man at the center of that case, Nigeria's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You know, for many, this was a surprise, you get. But for those who have followed David Hundeyin's work, it was the result of years of hard investigation. Of course, people who have followed him can testify to that. Now, let's take a look at how all these things started. You understand? So, the first question is who is David Hundeyin? Who is David Hundeyin? Uh, he's a Nigerian journalist. He's known for asking tough questions and reporting on serious issues that many people are afraid to talk about. Like many journalists are afraid to ask this kind of questions. David Hundeyin does that. He asks those questions. Now, in 2022, he wrote a powerful story called Bola Ahmed Tinubu from drug lord to presidential candidate. In this book, David Hundeyin said that Bola Tinubu was once linked to a drug trafficking case in the United States. He used court papers to show that Tinubu gave up over 460,000 US dollars, in 1993. And according to this book, the money came from heroin trafficking, a very serious drug crime. Now, some people believe the story while others said it's fake, but a lot of people still wanted to know more. Now, David Hundeyin decided to dig deeper. He decided to dig deeper, and so that he can get accurate research, So in his searching for the truth, he did not just want old documents. He wanted full details from people responsible like the FBI, the DEA, and other U.S. government offices. But these U.S. agencies did not want to talk, like the FBI and so on. They refused to say if they had more records. So David Hundeyin joined hands with an American activist named Aaron Greenspan. Together they both filed a lawsuit in the U.S. court, to force these agencies to give out information. You know, this kind of lawsuit is called the Freedom of Information Act, or FOIA. It allows people to ask the U.S. government for secret records, anything that is secret. With this file, you can actually get it. So they asked 6 U.S. agencies for all the records about Tinubu and others connected to the drug cases. You understand? So they went ahead to file that court case and asked the FBI, the DEA, the CIA, the IRS, the State Department, and also the sixth one, the Justice Department. You get. So, but all these agencies said no. They claimed they could not even say if the records existed. There's something fishy. So this is called a glamour response. It's often used for cases that involve national security. So which means that Tinubu's case was kind of a glamour stuff. So now this judge was not convinced. This new judge, that they filed the case in his court, was not convinced why these agencies will not want to release all these things. So on the 8th of April, you get Judge Beryl, uh, told the FBI and the DEA that they must release the unedited files. She said the agency's excuse was neither logical nor believable. Especially because some of the information was already public knowledge. It's already there in the internet. So only the CIA was allowed to keep its files hidden because the court said there was not enough proof that they had already admitted having these documents in the first place. But others admitted, but they just did not want to go further. So for David Hundeyin, it is a very big win. So he went online when the news came out. He went online and then he wrote, and I quote, "I've dreamt of this day since 2022. Aaron Greenspan and I have won a FOI lawsuit against the FBI, DEA, State Department, and Justice Department regarding Tinubu's heroin trafficking records." So this is what he said in his tweet. So we have to really understand why all these things really matters. Like, why is this thing so important? Now, David Hundeyin, as an investigative journalist, has taken big risks to tell the truth. He has faced threats harassment, and he even had to leave Nigeria for his safety. We all know he's not in Nigeria. He now lives in, I think, other countries in Africa, but still continues his journalism. So this court victory shows that his work is making a big difference. You understand? Now, the US government must now release files that could reveal more details about Tinubu's past. We don't know yet what the files will say, but they could confirm that they could confirm what many Nigerians have suspected for years, or they could open up even more questions because these things, it haven't been proven 100%. Now, what could actually happen if they release this file? It says that even if the files prove that Tinubu was involved in drug crimes in the 90s, it may not lead to legal action in the United States, but the political damage could be very serious. Sorry for that. Tinubu is already facing criticism in Nigeria. A lot of people have been hearing about this thing, so they've been bringing it up. So, if the US government now confirms that he was involved in heroin trafficking, it could shake the public's trust even more, both home and abroad. But this government, this Nigerian government, Tinubu, they don't care. They don't care. So Nigerians are asking, how can a man with this kind of past become president? We've been asking these questions for a very long time. We haven't gotten any answer. Now, sorry, please. Sorry. Now, this story is not just about Tinubu. It is also about the power of journalism and how one person can make a big impact. David Hundeyin, like we all know, does not work for big media company. He just writes on platforms like Substack and Twitter, but with determination and smart research and then legal actions, he has done what many thought was impossible. He made the U.S. government open up about one of Nigeria's most powerful men, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It's not an easy feat. So it's a simple reminder that truth matters, and that even when powerful people try to hide the past, someone can still uncover it. So the files will be released soon, and when this happens, we will learn more. Like, we'll learn a lot more about this whole thing. So for now, one thing is clear: David Hundeyin did not just report the news; he changed it. It is not easy to change. He literally changed the whole thing. So it's in the news now. It's in the open. We are waiting for all these agencies now to release all these things. So what do you think if this file comes out now and it happens that Bola Ahmed Tinubu actually has a very shady past? You understand? What will actually happen? Will this affect him personally, or is it we the masses that it's going to affect? Because for me, in all honesty, this present government, they don't care about anything. They only care about themselves. And if you are talking about shame, these people, they don't have shame. They don't have shame. So I think the repercussion will be mostly on us, the citizen. That is what I think. So what do you think about it? Drop it right in the comment section. And please, please, if you really enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you are yet to do that. Let's grow this channel together, and I'll make sure I keep bringing up more news on this channel. So guys, sit back, don't go nowhere. See you in my next video, guys. Peace and love.